What do you rank? Yo, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Soft Sports. But no, welcome to Soft Sports, man. I'm your host, Ed Honcho, man. We're doing something we haven't done in quite some time, and that is actually talk about the Houston fucking Rockets. Tonight, the Rockets are taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. In this weird bubble world, we're going to talk about it, but before we get into all of that, we're going to see what we got joining us tonight. Got a few things we're going to discuss, and it's been so long since we've done some kind of pregame content. It's been like a very long time, and it feels really weird, but we're going to get some, we're going to get some Mark My Motherfucking Words in there and all that good stuff. I'm going to get back warmed up. It's going to be a real interesting month on the sauce. So, like I said, it's going to be a lot of shit coming in. I know some folks are going to get readjusted. We may drop a little bit. I know some people come here just for the Texans, and you get like, I don't want to talk about the Rockets. Well, hey, Jack, this is H-time. I'm trying to H-time. Make sure there's anything else I need to say. These pretzels are really fucking good. Let's get it. All right, see Houston, Texas Talk, holding it down. What's the motherfucking deal? Carlos, what's the motherfucking deal? Raf, Jabari, Goat, Noah, Man Cave. What's the motherfucking deal, Mr. Man Cave? Let's see. Cayman James, K2K. Heidi. Hello, Heidi. Jamal Richardson, what's the motherfucking deal? Will Lock, what's the motherfucking deal? Buck, Elite Bros, what's the motherfucking deal? Roman, what's the motherfucking deal? DeMarkey. Interesting. Michael Sherman, what's the motherfucking... Do they bash B.O.B. though, Heidi? Do they? They're not allowed to. They get banned. They're afraid. Fucking pussies. Luke, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Again, hey, wherever you at, shout at your side with pride. But let's get into it. Like I said, we got a limited amount of time before everything gets going, and got some things to do. So, like I said, And if you've been listening, could be a lot more stuff dripping around the sauce. A few new looks, a few different things happening. Want to make these live streams a bit more interactive. I didn't get to do it the way I wanted to today because honestly, I was going to record a Rockets video. And then when I realized the time and everything that was going on, like poor planning on that spot. So I didn't get to do everything I want to do on this one, but we will be doing pre-games, throughout the rest of the playoffs. I know people have been like, where's the Rockets Honcho? When you're going to talk about the Rockets Honcho, we want to hear about the Rockets Honcho. We're tired of the Texans Honcho. So Rockets content is here, okay? James Harden, Chris Paul. Buddies, teammates, friends, I don't know. But if you listen to the national media, they'll tell you when Chris Paul left here, there's this big blow up. They'll tell you it was an actual explosion in the locker room. Somebody blew up fucking, what is that shit called? Damn, I fucking knew it right before I thought about it. Internal combustion, not internal combustion, spontaneous combustion. They'll tell you something like that happened. They'll tell you it was just sparks. There was just beef. It was just all this stuff going on. I remember there were some remarks, Chris Paul made around that time. Just different things. And when you see the interviews now, there's nothing negative being said. Everything seems amicable. It just didn't work out. They're two different types of guys, I think. I do feel like Chris Paul did change James' leadership in a little bit. But I think what they really needed, and again, y'all know I'm still not a Westbrook fan until proven otherwise, but you gotta like his dog mentality, right? I know Westbrook's out tonight, so that's a big deal. But Chris Paul had like a dog mentality, but he had a puppy's body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like a Chihuahua, right? You know what I'm saying? So what good is that? So it's just one of those situations. And again, I'm saying all this, but again, Russell Westbrook not available to play tonight, right? But we'll see what happens. I think he should be good to go in a couple of days. I think Russ, if he has a chance, he's going to find a way to play. I think the CP3 situation, he's an old man. That's just it. I don't think he had the juice. It was kind of disappointing. But the way that the exit happened, it was kind of weird. It was kind of awkward. And CP3 seems like one of those guys. He's like I say there's a difference between an asshole and a dickhead, right? And people are like, well, what is the difference? They're the same thing. They're both, unscrupulous characters. No. See, an asshole is like, you're natural. It's just you naturally just an asshole. Like, you can't necessarily help it. You don't necessarily intend to be. You are kind of that. But then you have like dickheads. Dickheads are people who like deliberate. Remember, D for deliberate, right? And A for actually an asshole, right? D for deliberate. Like Chris Paul's a dickhead. Like he does some of the fucking just most dickhead shit, but it's like it's cool because he's on your team, right? So you don't really mind. But when he's not on your team, this fucker's annoying, right? It's fucking crazy. So my deal is this. I like Chris Paul for whatever he did here. I don't think there was any negativity, but I want to see the Rockets go in and kick his ass. Like, I want this to be Clippers Chris Paul type of feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the energy I need. But I want to say something about Chris Paul. Then I kind of want to get into the game, and I'm not going to, and depending on how much time we got, may open a quick sauce line at the end. I know I hadn't talked to y'all in a while. We'll see. But Chris Paul's legacy, and I see some of y'all talking about it, right? Hector, what's the motherfucking deal? Like his fucking legacy, right? Like, did the NBA fuck Chris Paul out of his legacy? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you remember, there was like the deal was supposed to go to the Lakers, right? And then who was that? What's his name? Canceled that. And it was like, nah, we ain't gonna have it. And then you've seen all of this movement that's happened in the NBA since then, right? Chris Paul did kind of get fucked over. You know what I'm saying? Like, when has that ever happened any other time? You know what I mean? Like, it never has. And, fuck the Lakers. But he, as a player, he kind of got bamboozled because that never really happened to anybody else like that. So should his legacy have been different? Maybe. But honestly, I think unless he just hitches a ride with somebody in a final year, some type of shit like, I don't know if CP3 leaves with one. Harden situation can be very interesting because I think some of the matchups you got going on. I think like this year, it's interesting. I think it's determined on Westbrook whether or not the Rockets have a real shot this year, right? And I hate to be the one saying that. So, yeah. Fucking hating Heidi. Not only is she a regular Nazi, she's a grammar Nazi. But my thing is just this. There feels like tension. Even if it's not real beef, there's something awkward going on, right? And I think both of these gentlemen feel it. And again, when Russell gets back, I think it adds to the storyline because then you're talking about a guy who played for the Thunder his entire career, and then the first time you get out, the very next season, the first round, you're playing your ex team, and then you're like, not only are you playing your ex team, you know what I'm saying? The guy, like I say, you got traded for. It's just so many little intricacies. Like I say, it's just it's really, really weird. But then there's the four, right? Poa. And what I mean by the four is that either Russell Westbrook or the Rockets are going to be, either Russell Westbrook or the Oklahoma City Thunder will be having their fourth first round exit. And again, a lot of that is Russell Westbrook's fault. We'll talk about that another time, but we won't talk about it if they win something this year. But again, so that's another interesting thing to look at it. But let's kind of get into it. Like let's talk about some numbers. Numbers. Y'all like numbers? I like numbers. The only reason we're gonna talk about numbers because I took the time to make this little shit. So y'all gonna look at it, right? Y'all gonna make me fucking show it. All right. Let's look at Harden so far for the regular season, right? As we go into the bubble, and they call Damian Lillard the bubble MVP. Shouldn't that have been Booker? Shouldn't Booker have been like the bubble MVP? Astros win. All right, let me do a dance. Oh shit, I'm finna die. Having fun going down memory lane. I was about to say, remember when I used to fucking do little dances on the fucking suit? I'm gonna bring that back one day. I gotta get some new moves though. But look at Harden. You know what I'm saying, for the regular season. Oh, I forgot these little things up here. Get these little things out the way. Little dirty stuff. There we go. My fancy graphics, and I messed them all up because I put them in the thing. But like I said, so looking at the stats, bring them back one more time because I fucked it up. There we go. All right, yeah. Now we're looking fancy, like right. We're doing fancy stuff. Look, we're dripping flavor. Okay. So like I said, again, putting up great numbers this year, putting up fucking MVP-esque numbers, but we already know where the media. Like, there's no fucking reason Giannis should have been even considered to be a back-to-back fucking MVP, and James does not have that accolade. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, Giannis' game is much more boring than James Harden's game. Like, it really fucking is. But for some reason, because you sprinkle a couple of dunks in there, and that's really your whole repertoire, that's cool. Like, it is. Oh, they lost. Wow, that's hilarious. Where's Spitz at? But anyway, like I said, so Harden, like I say, put up great numbers, and you're looking at CP3Z, CP Thrizzle. He's been doing good with the Oklahoma City. Led him to a matching record as the Rockets, but numbers not, of course, that's just not his thing. But the thing that stood out to me that I found very interesting was that CP3's assist numbers are lower than Harden's, right? That's kind of weird. That's kind of really weird. So, I just, being the point guard and all of that. But again, you got to think about your teammates and, what you got going on with that too. So that's pretty interesting. And another little dude who guarded Harden, the other Arizona Sun Devil. That's kind of, is that disrespectful? To like play against, a guy from the same college. He lock you down. But, no, so he's not going to be available tonight. So again, like I said, the Thunder are going to be a little bit hindered also again. So It's going to be a very interesting matchup. I think there's a lot of things that are going to happen, right? Overrated ass Bucks. I thought you were going to say Harden's assists were overrated, unlike Luka, who makes quality assists, right? LeBron and Mark. We already know what that is. LeBron ain't about this. I believe this is seven. I believe it's a 7-game series. So, with that being said, Rockets in 4. Power 4 for the Rockets. Just kind of looking at what you got going on here, right? Yes, cheap assists. All those cheap assists. Michael, what's the motherfucking deal, right? Heard they snuck some strippers in for Harden last night. Terrible. If that's the case, the Rockets are going to lose. God damn it. That's wild. Did y'all hear? Oh, good grief, right? And I just kind of heard the gist of it. And I hope it wasn't the fucking Rockets. But who knows, right? Apparently, some chick snuck into the NBA bubble and got a train ran over. Or was there? I don't even know if it was necessarily a train. She admitted to filleting several willies from some team in the bubble, right? Yeah, so lucky number 7, right? Motherfucker. But yeah, so that's the crazy shit. Yeah, that's just like, God damn, this is about to turn into a den conversation. Honcho, don't even do it. Remind me in the den tonight about trains. I got a question about that. We're gonna talk about that then. Make sure you turn the den at 9. We'll be talking about the welfare mentality. Some very interesting things to discuss with that. But looking at who you got getting in the action tonight, right? Let's take a look at who I believe. I'm not sure if there's anything has changed. The projected starting 5 for your Houston Rockets. Eric Gordon stepping in the lineup tonight. And I think Eric Gordon is an X factor, a guy that does not get, I don't want to say he doesn't get enough credit, but it's like it could go either way with him. He's kind of like an X factor in my opinion. And what I mean by that is like, it said it must have been on us that they beat doing. See, that's funny. And it's like, yeah, I don't know what I put. I misspelled it. I don't know. But my thing is like, he said the NBA let families come to the boat. Oh, come on. Like, how do you check that? She's got this fucking long lost cousin that just happened to show up, right? But again, like I said, it's a situation where Gordon is a guy that he can be that piece, right? He can be that guy. Like, let me be cautious of how I say this. When it's peak Eric Gordon is on the level of any superstar in the league when at his best. Okay. Now, you don't always get that, right? You're not always, like, I'm going to be honest, you get that a very small percentage. I'm not even going to guesstimate, all right? But what you do get generally is pretty good to great, right? Eric Gordon. And if you can get that, I think the Rockets win this series easily. If he's consistent, I think this goes as, if Westbrook's hurt for multiple games, it's going to go as Eric Gordon goes. I mean, Harden's going to do what he does. So I'm not necessarily worried about that. But guarding Chris Paul, Eric Gordon is going to be very interesting because, and I'm going to be honest, like, y'all know I had things going on and different shit. So as far as keeping up with a lot of the NBA this year, I didn't get a chance to. But maybe, and again, this is a conversation. I'm just a fan. Remember, I'm not an expert. I'm just a fan talking to the fans. So when y'all correct me or we share information, it's all good. In my opinion, Eric Gordon's always been kind of a liability on defense. And I don't know if anything has happened this year that would have changed that. So, y'all definitely let me know if y'all have seen anything otherwise. But as far as I've known, as far as I've observed, I don't think that's changed very much. I know he had lost a little bit of weight, so I don't know. But one thing is just, it's like this, right? With the Rockets being a smaller team, You're gonna have questions about Adams. Bigger guys. Got. Let me cheat. I forgot his fucking name. Let me just put that up there. Y'all don't know our goddamn it. I could remember his fucking first name. I couldn't remember his fucking second name. So, let's say you want to watch the playoffs when you're from Morocco. Solution. Google. Google is your friend. You know what I'm saying? Google is your friend. You know what I mean? So, that's my thing. Really? He was rated as the best perimeter defender this year? No, let me talk. Well, that could be a skewed stat, right? That's a very, very questioning. So you think the Chokers? What's the white persuasion? First Row Sports still rocking? I ain't seen that shit in a long time. I didn't know that shit was still going down. But you didn't hear that from me. But like I said, I think that there is going to be some intensity in this because, like I say, because of the relations, because of the history between the two teams. Like, even if it wasn't a situation where there was a trade, if Westbrook was still on the other team, if Chris Paul was still on the Rocks, like this would still be a very intense. This would be a very intense matchup, right? Because, like I say, it's just history between these teams. The Rockets have slid Oklahoma out of the playoff a couple of times, under the leadership of James Harden. And it's just like, it's weird, I guess, watching it this way. And I'm pretty sure it's Oklahoma City Thunder fans, too. It's weird for them because you fucking, the guys, you had what could have been probably the most talented team of all time. Instead, it ended up becoming the Warriors or whatever. But you had fucking Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and fucking James Harden. And you just let the pieces slowly fall a fucking way. And now you're sitting here with fucking Chris Paul and Steven Adams, basically. Gallinari's not bad. So it's just different, right? It's like, so I know for them it has to be weird. And to us, I don't know if Chris Paul was here long enough to really just make that big of an impact. Like, oh, we're sad to see Chris Paul on the other side. It's just weird because he's like, hey, that dude is just here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just awkward. But I'm like, I don't think as a Rockets fan, again, we'll do a quick poll. And then I just realized time. So we're going to get a quick mark my motherfucking words in and score prediction. But I want to get a quick poll. If you're a Rockets fan in here, 0 for no, 1 for yes. Do you have any kind of attachment to CP3 as a fan? I'm wondering. It shouldn't be that hard, Jared. It's been a minute, so fuck with it. I'll holler at you after the thing. Maybe I can find something that can help you out. Okay, 0 for no, not no more. Okay, because that's what I'm saying. Like my thing with Chris Paul, like. Don't get me wrong. It looked good, and again, it's too with Capella being gone, so I guess it was a different look. Like, we have a different look going on, too, and that's a weird thing, because Capella was gone when I was locked up, so, like, Capella getting traded, I'm still not adjusted to that, right? But that's a weird thing to me. But even with Capella, I liked him, and I thought the progression was there, but I felt like he had kind of peaked a bit yet, too, you know what I'm saying? So I say I love CP3. As a person, yeah, player fuck him. Not really, not no more. Okay. All right, Michael 909, appreciate that. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. But let's do a couple of things. And like I say, I know the stream's a little off. Like I said, I got to get back in the groove of doing the rocket stuff. And as I say, just a lot of, I'm trying to really have a lot of things together by the start of football season. So all of the new things I'm trying to get in order. Hopefully some things may be a little bit here and there till we get all in order, but hey, it's coming. Mark my motherfucking words. I want y'all to drop them in the chat real quick, so I'm not going to have time to boot up the line and do all that. But mark my motherfucking words. If you don't know what mark my motherfucking words is, and I forgot to put the graphic up for that. Mark my motherfucking words is a bold prediction. So I mean, going out on a limb and dropping a bold, like fucking Harden's going to hit 10 threes in the fucking first half, or it has to be a bold prediction. It can't be, Harden's going to have 40 points, 8 assists, and like Harden's a hard one to fucking do a goddamn bold prediction for, right? because motherfucker might fuck around and actually do the shit. And it doesn't have to be hard. It can be any player. Mark my motherfucking words. It could be, mark my motherfucking words. You think the Rockets going to lose by 30? Like, whatever you believe. Put your name on the stamp it. Hashtag MMMFW. And then we will get a score prediction. Also, if you want to go ahead and drop that now to score prediction, what you think the score is going to be in this first game of the bubble. Now, that's just the weirdest shit to me, right? Playing these games with no fans. And I guess because if you love the game, I guess the passion's there. Because, think about it, right? We all say, how's it going to look with no fans? But that's us as fans saying that. The players probably, it's probably awkward to them. But think about, I think it takes them back to their roots, Some of them. You came up fucking hooping in the park. You came up, playing ball in the street, whatever. Wasn't nobody fucking watching you. But you knew you were good if you were good, and for the love of the game. So, let's see. 50-piece game winner. Macklemore dropped 26. All right, I see. Mark my motherfucking words. Rockets win 110-115. Say about CP3 didn't do anything with us. He hurt his hamstring. You say CP3 or Westbrook? You going CP3? That's a very interesting question. We'll drop that in the chat real quick, too. If you had a choice, Rockets fan, Thunder fan, don't matter who you're a fan of. CP3 or Westbrook, if you had a choice to choose. Also, depending on what time the game ends, right? And we hadn't done this in a really long time. Depending on what time the game ends, we may have a short post-game show for the Rockets. We'll see. Depends on how much time, until the dead and all that good stuff in between. But if it's reasonable enough, we may do something short afterwards and maybe like a little post-game recap type deal. So make sure, you got your notifications click. Make sure you got all that good stuff going. Make sure you're following Salt Sports on all the proper social media. Salt Sports HTX on Instagram and Twitter. Let me see. Should have ate before I started streaming. Fucking hungry. CP3 controls the pace. Westbrook don't slow down. One speed. Russell all motherfucking day. Prime CP3. Oh well, we didn't get prime. We got the old CP3. We got like over the hill, like rolling down CP3. Okay. Rocco makes a game winning play. Well, Rockets 124-120. Okay, football to 503. Think it'll be a pretty close game. Wiper season by 2. Okay. Didn't say 120-105 Rockets. All right, McElroy. We'll say, okay, better read that one. Just wet from the drip. Yeah, y'all see the drip just, let me see, falling all on the head. I was just splash, baby, spick a dash. Shout out to the Sauce Twin. You say, see, this CP3 is better than Rocket CP3. Why didn't we get that? Like, is that angry CP3 playing? Right? And then let me tell y'all, right? Yeah, we finna slide. We finna slide, right? Get ready for the game. And again, like I said, make sure you slide here after. If you're in the Discord, I'll probably be live in the Discord watching. I don't know if I have a link for it in the Discord playing, but if so, I'll definitely put it up. If not, like I say, I'll be watching it, talking shit. So, let me see. Something else. Make sure I ain't forgetting. Well, I guess I need to drop my mark my motherfucking words. Eric Gordon with a 40 burger tonight. And I'm going to say the Rockets win this one 109 to 103. 109-103 Rockets. That's my prediction on that one, my score prediction. And like I say, if you're in the Discord, I'll be in the Rockets chat chopping it up. If not, I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. Hopefully we'll have a post-game show if there is time. But again, like I say, next time we'll get this thing back a little bit smoothly. But again, the Rockets action is back on the sauce. Astros action is back. Shout out to Hector, been holding it down. Going to have some Dynamo action coming for y'all very, very soon. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. All sports. Only Houston. Y'all the freshest motherfucking ingredients in the world. Look, Jack, y'all stay saucy. That's it. So what do y'all want to do? Like, just stay saucy, get out of here. While y'all still go watch the game, goddamn. I'll catch y'all after the stream. I'm out. I think if I fucking saved the shit right. There we go. Right. No. Perfect. I already looped. What? But see, that's my thing. Like, I think Russ. Russ allows hard to not able to go, we need that fucking aggression and that attitude. I think is more important. Like, it's Harden can do all of this. Let me get out of here, goddamn it. I'll be in the Discord if you're in the Discord. Fuck with me. If not, I'll fuck with y'all on the flip side. I'm out.